This your boy Crypto. Hey man, real talk. If you're watching this on the flip, make sure that you speed it up a little bit. Got a lot of information to talk about. And yeah, my recommended settings is always 1.5, 1.2. Get it all in. But if you're here right now, make sure you hit the like button. Shout outs to everybody that's always here when the show kicks off. K Harris, Ryan, Alkaline, Emperor, Willow. Shout outs to y'all. We getting ready to get started. I'm just getting this link out. Let's get it, y'all.
What's up, Sidians? What's up?
This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not mimic anything that I'm doing in here unless you're saying, hey, I'm going to do what Crypto Bro's doing. Because I'm going to do it.
Hello.
What's up, world? What's up, Zen world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Crypto land? Hello, cyberspace. This your boy, Crypto Bro, a.k.a. More World Peace, the DJ, coming back again with another daily Zen video. For my Zenians out there that are into Zen, aka financial freedom, self-sovereignty, self-custody, decentralization, no counterparty risk, you know, all that good first principle shit that we like. To those out there, hello and good morning and welcome to the stream. We talk about Zen daily, Monday through Friday, right here with your boy. We give a breakdown of how we see the day and maybe how the day will play out, as well as possible scenarios on the future of where Zen could be. But since we're in Zen every single day, we hear everything. Nothing slides by us in the Zen world. More like, what the fuck is Jack up to right now? That's more of the questions we ask ourselves in Zen world, more than what's going on in the world. But yeah, I need to update myself. What the hell is going on in the real world? Let's not talk about that. But let's jump into it, man. Hey, what up, Dank? What up, Dank? Welcome. Hope the oil is smoothing. But yo, check it out. I guess I did it again. I want to start off with talking about DXen real quick because I bought into DXen and now it wants to start to dump. Hilarious. Now, I'm glad that I got to this point where I'm starting to DCA in, as well as maybe today. Oh shit! Oh man, what's the gas looking like? Damn, 32. I should have played yesterday. Got some of these good coins. Today's a day to play though. I got a little thing in front of my face. So $4. Oh, I guess actually today is not the day to play. Today's a whale day. And this is why it's important to not pay attention to the price anymore in DXen. It's more, now we're going back to the lobby. So we was hating on the lobby because we want to see more people in it. But that's just it about DXen. Or DBZen in general. DBZen might not, in my opinion, be that mass adoption tool that Zen is. So it shouldn't have that kind of responsibility for me to expect for a shit ton of people to show up here. Right? That's me putting DBZen on a pedestal and putting more emotion behind it because I believe in their product. You get free ETH. You don't get free ETH, but you know, this distribution model, as I always say, is superior to most because it pays you to get involved. right? Most companies or most protocols, you pay to buy a coin and then you never get anything else until the coin goes up in price. But in DXN, you stake the coin, and as others acquire their own, then you get to hang out and get some fees. So like today, looks like we got 8 ETH in the pool, which is not bad for a bear market. I mean, we're scraping the ground of the bear market. We're so low in the fucking bear right now that like the fact people even got 8 ETH to play is sick. And that 8 ETH is being generated because of the whales. So the whales are trying to snipe each other. 6890 has been holding it the fuck down. If you look at the price, and that's why it's crazy it's going down. It's like, oh, this is good, man. This one's good. Oh shit, is it you vibing out to the track, dang? Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks, yo. I found this shit. Oh, I gotta turn it down. That's why you're vibing. But no, I found this track, bro. I was listening to some of my old YouTube videos, and I was like, damn, I knew I made a dub reggae style like little vibe that fits my critique. And then I had to dig through my hard drives, and I found it, and I was like, fuck yes, like yeah, I knew I made some shit like this, and it's just the thing that I'm riding out with. So it's a good one to vibe out to. But yeah, my background music was too loud. We turned that shit down. Fudge. Thanks for the $10 though, dank. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, background music should be better now. Let me know if it's too loud. But going back to this DXN thing. So DXN, some right here they go. So here's the power player. It's this person that is now having some competition in the lobby. So they've been holding it down. They're actually number 5 on the burn rank list. So I'm keeping my eye on you, 6890. But yeah, they're the reason the price is going down. Now, yesterday I played the game with these, I guess you can say, crazy mofos. What is this? I don't know. I'm gonna close it. I played the game yesterday, and I got in pretty nicely. But this individual here, they won the lottery. Yesterday they got 5,000 DXN from the lobby. They totally made $12,000 out of the lobby yesterday. So the crazy thing about this address, and if you were watching me yesterday, is that this address is constantly ruling the lobby. Look at this. Claimed rewards 7,000. Claimed rewards 28,000. Claimed rewards 33,000. Right? So there's one motherfucker. One motherfucker that is essentially sending the price down. Now, what's good about this though is, again, there is no such thing as a bad entry once it's scraping the ground. All they could do is possibly go a little bit lower, but the game mechanics of DXN is what keeps it interesting, because again, the lobbies go down in the amount of coins that it sees every day. It's in a hyperinflationary moment because it's going to take 62 years to mine out all of the DXN, but in the first 4 years, so what is that? I don't even know. Let me see. Calculator. So in the next, we're going to say 365 times 4. We'll get 2 leap years in this, so we'll add 2 days. So 1462. So in the next 1,462 days, that is how long it's going to take DXN to mine out 95%. So in the next 1,000 days, 95% of this coin will be mined out. So we are in a hyperinflationary supply distribution of DXN. So it makes sense for this person to dump the price. Now, what's so funny about it though is they're spending the money to get the DXN out, right? And it's cool. I'm cool with that. Now it's like starting to click. Now that everything is falling into place, I can start to think this. I'm like, all right, cool. They're spending the money. I don't have to mine DXen. I can simply grab it off the DEX for the low and stake it. And while these guys, right, while they compete to get the rewards, because sometimes they're going to get diluted, right? That's what happened here. This guy got diluted and he had to start to sell the tokens, right? He started selling his tokens all day. He still has some, so he still got some ammo, you know what I'm saying? But every time they sell their tokens so that they can get some ammo for the lobby, they drive the price down and essentially distribute the things that they just minted out back to the populace. All right, that distribution is going to send DXN price at some point. This is going to get a balance because this person is the only person playing, and now the other people that step in my opinion, like how this person just steps in, right? Number 9 comes into the mix. They're trying to snipe the pool because they got it. So let's look at them. Let's look at their Zen world, because they burned all their Zen. So let's see how they getting it. Yeah, they was playing with that ass yesterday. They were like, I'm trying to get in this bitch. So they buying. So they're buying Zen and burning it in hopes to compete. This is good to see, right? This person has it buy and burn in 40 days. That's crazy. So it's like we're all on the same wavelength. Even I went ahead and burned some Zen yesterday because I was like, why not? Hey, it's Shaka vibes in the house. Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. If you can put it all together, you know who that is. What's up, Shaka? What do you call it? Looking at DXN. So the lobby is flooring because of this behavior. This is a floored type of behavior. And again, this is good for stakers because that means there's competition. And again, we want a bloodbath in the lobby. We don't want it to be fruits and flowers, right? We want it to be gladiators. All right, we want this to be UFC Saturday night main event 10:30. The brews are kicking in type battle going on down here, right? That's what we want to see, and that's what happened yesterday. And this is good. Again, this is good for the lobby. Even though the price is going down, we don't need a lot of players to generate fees. So no one really talks about this. Everybody talks about how gas goes high, fees go up. Like, that's the easy narrative. But what about competition fees, right? As people feel competitive, that competitiveness is what's going to bring ETH here. And now ego has no threshold. So how many more egos start to come into here and go, well, I can burn that much? That's basically what happened here, because we don't have we don't have our standard 2.5 million burner down here, because all of us, like me, I took the op yesterday because I noticed there wasn't any bullies in the top. There was only one person, which was 6890. So if you watch my stream, you can go back. You'll see there yesterday that address burned 6 billion Zen, and it was the only burner made out again with like 7 million or 7,000 DXN. That's what you're seeing here on their claim, right? They came out of the game with that much, and today they didn't get that because somebody stepped in. And again, this game works off of how much Zen you burn. So whoever burns the most Zen, they have the most weight, and they take the most of the prize. But the more people that burn Zen, the more diluted their prize becomes. But again, it needs to be in the same ratio. So if we had 5 billion burners, right, these numbers will get smaller, right? That's how that works. This is why you don't see a lot of smaller burners, because they're already diluted. There's no reason, like me, I was like, oh, maybe I'll burn. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, maybe not. Like, if I'm not going to compete with the billion burners today, I'm not really going to get a nice slice of pie. But again, these two up here blew everyone else out the water. And why you want big burners. So yeah, we encourage the big burners. We encourage the bloodbath, because that's going to bring the ETH fees without having a ton of players, without having a bunch of unique miners and things like that. So I'm still happy on DXN. And right now the price is trending down again because of one wallet. One wallet is dragging it down. So any buys that come after, like right here, you see the price is changing drastically from 321 to 326. That's because there's only one hand distributing all the coins back into the pool. It's pretty cool shit. But yeah, like keep your eye on DXen. Another update, I guess, from DXen that we got yesterday. Yo, does anybody else notice this? Shout out to CloudCox. Twitter Space is not available on desktop anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I am going crazy. Cloud's a good address to follow, or a good count to follow in Zen World. True Zenian. I would say day 100. That's when I met Cloud. We both jumped into the Twitter Spaces on the same day. Like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? So he's a true Zenian. But DBZen NFTs, they said yesterday they're one step closer. The internal audit is now complete. Smart contract, DBZen smart contract audit is now in progress with Certic. We expect no critical issues. So Certic has the contract. Once Certic gives it some approvals, and I mean, again, DBZen, they're not working too out of their spectrum. They're taking code, making their own out of it, right? They're taking dough, but they're creating amazing pizza. So good to see this. They don't expect to have any critical issues coming from Certic. That means that we're pretty much in the final phase of DBZen NFTs. I guess you could say pre-marketing, because after they get the Certic thing, expect this to come out. And again, what's gonna make DBZen NFTs desirable will be DXen, because people will need DXen to extend the power of their DBZen NFTs. And when you stake the DXen over there, it's going to take DXen out of DBZen pool, and it's going to keep it over there, right? The reason for that, the reason why your DXen is going to stay in DBZen NFTs is because you're going to have to stake it in a pool, and your coins are going to be stuck there until you claim your DBZen NFT, which is pretty, I keep saying the word pretty. It's astounding, man. It's astounding. What's going to be cool about it, you're going to have people who feel like there's more opportunity in the DBZen NFT side. Now, what I hope DBZen NFT does is drive minting for no reason. Right now, people have to mint with a purpose. We don't have any just like, I'm minting Zen. Right? If we had people just minting Zen, the mint concepts would be a lot higher than where they are today. So we're looking at Zen Turbo here on the daily. And again, I talked about this yesterday. No one's minting Zen unless everyone's minting short, which would be very funny. I mean, maybe that's what's happening. Maybe there are a lot of people minting today in July of next year. Me personally, I don't think you get the most out of Zen unless you max mint. Because what's another 100 days if you're already going 300 days, and you're going to get more Zen and have a larger allocation of Zen being created from the AMP. Right, so you want to do a max mint. You don't want to do a 200-day mint. That's to say you're going to use the Zen for something. So that's why I'm like, oh, okay. The majority aren't doing that. Very small amount. So maybe DBZen NFTs cause more mining for a shorter period of time, because it makes sense. You know, however much Zen you're getting. We've been talking about this on the channel. So if you use zenmon.com, yeah, man, what's that? What's with that? What is it with that? What up, Mike Dingo? Or I would say Mick. What up, Mick Dingo? Use Zenmon. Go up here to the menu. Get to your Zen Mint calculator. Oh shit, I have a mint ending today. 10 o'clock. Hey, that's good. In the evening. Yeah, my ETH mints are coming out now, so you know things about to get spicy. But essentially what you could do is you could use this calculator. And in this calculator here, you know, because DBZen NFTs are going to be on all platforms. So maybe you want to try it on something new, like something cheaper. You got Polygon, you got Avalanche. Binance Chain is pretty cheap, but it can get expensive if you don't know how to finesse. If you don't know how to finesse it. But you do have some free chains, which will be Moonbeam, Eve Moss, Phantom, OKX, and ETH-POW. Those ones are all free. So if you really, really, really want to try it out and you don't want to spend any capital, I'd recommend using some of those as like test nets. for this experience. But you can see here the average day new user, right? That's like the most important metric, because since we already are starting to average how many people are making Zen wallets a day, or how many Zen wallets are being created a day, right? Like on Ethereum, 52,000 a day, whereas a Binance Smart Chain has 278,000 a day because the gas is low. Avalanche, of course, is closer to ETH because in all you can't mint more than 72 VMUs, so it holds it back. And then it has actual gas. It's not like Phantom where you can only do 45, yet it costs nothing to do 45. So their average user every day is going to be 417,000. So there is some mathematical things you can do here to play a better experience, and that's why I'm very curious to see how people use terms in days or mint terms in the days for DBZen NFTs, because essentially once you make an NFT for DBZen NFTs, you're going to wrap it, right? It's going to become wrapped, and it's going to have the information inside of it. So I have the Zen NFT, and it's going to have your power level on how much native rewards you're getting daily, right? So it's just taking DBZen, but instead of using Zen, the actual currency, it's using the Zen NFT as currency and locking that up, wrapping that up. And when that Zen NFT is available, you can burn it into the DBZen NFT and wipe it out, right? So that's pretty cool. And that's why I'm very curious to see like if there is going to be some sort of opportunity to play smaller mints, and then that would be really good for the ecosystem. It would again show that DBZen is not only burning Zen, but they're actually creating Zen, and we want people to create Zen because I still got EAA cracking, and I would like people to come after it. ETH mints. You've been watching that gas? Yeah, I've been watching gas. I actually started to mint on Zen Turbo. So I'm getting away from coin tools. I really like the way Zen Turbo is moving. And their minter is right here. It's really easy to use. It's not like, so like what's crazy is on ETH, you got this 128. Everything is working well, you know, and you save gas by doing the Zen Turbo batch minter. So when you do Zen NFTs, Zen NFTs create an ERC 721, and that ERC 721 takes more computing power from the blockchain to create. And that's why your Zen NFT is going to be much more expensive than your vanilla mint. Much more. Probably like 5 times more expensive, right? You're computing it. You're making programmable money at that point. Because again, now you got DBZen NFT, where all these NFTs I can participate. And instead of them just sitting in my wallet, I can wrap them on DBZen and get some fees. So that's cool to see. Damn, look at this. It's kind of stalling out there because there's only one wallet that's selling. And they don't need any more capital, right? That's what's crazy. Now they're in a conundrum. They don't need any more capital because there's somebody playing with them, unless they want to take it up a notch and burn 10 billion. They can burn 10 billion, or they can burn 15 billion, and then they will totally snipe this person out. But it's up to them. We'll see if they do that. We'll keep it refreshing, because that's where the capital will come from, though. It's going to come from the DEX, because this person is not. They're just recycling it over and over again. This address right here. Watch them. They taking us low. But yeah. So like you see this, like this action is going to also cease once DBZen comes out, because then this person that's playing this game, they'll just bring the coins over to the new spot. And again, wrapping your Zen NFT is I think genius, because no one is doing anything. Boo. Let's go to Zen. But I mean, all right, let's go with the FUD now. Let's FUD it up. What the heck? What the heck, man? What up, Jake? What do I think about ADXN? I was playing Avalanche I haven't really been paying attention to it. I should say that. I'm not paying attention to DXen. I don't want to FUD myself out. But the thing that I'm not pleased about, but there's nothing any of us can do about it, is the gas. Because I didn't know Avalanche had adjustable gas. And it's not by much, but it's enough adjustable to mess up a game like DBZen, right? Which works off of gas. And that's why now the liquidity has moved out of Avalanche. Like it was like ADXen paired with Avalanche, but now it's paired with Zen. So it's like up to the Zenians on Avalanche to get this price up by pairing our ADXN with Zen, because Zen is going to be the key source of energy in the Zen blockchain, or in the Zen network within the Avalanche blockchain. So I will say it's still burning a ton of Zen, but this is what's killing it right now. How this number one burner, and I'll show you guys how it's doing it. So this person here, you see they're burning nothing. And also I think maybe too, Zen Pub isn't fully updating, so things are kind of off. But yeah, like AVAX. So if we click see more, what we can see here is this person is adjusting their gas limit. So we'll go to a normal person who's paying normal fees. Like this is a significant amount of change. So this person technically should be number one. This is FUD, and I'm not trying to FUD it up. I'm just saying this is what comes with working on these blockchains that aren't the original one. So the original one is Ethereum. And it's cool that people can get lower gas fees, but for a game like DBZen, it doesn't really benefit me, because now you're gonna get a better price than me. But you see here, this is what the gas limit should be maxed out as, right? But this individual is not doing that, because this is how much gas it's using. So you see, they're just playing the game smarter, because it's always going to use 140,000 GWE. So you can technically set your gas limit lower so that you automatically don't pay the excessive fees that everyone else is paying. Isn't that crazy? And like, what's crazy about this though is there's not enough people that know about it, so it's kind of fucking everything up, because now we're not getting a ton of fees anymore, because the fees that should be here aren't here, right? Like this should be almost at 1,000 USDC, but instead it can't do that because this person is mining the DXN at an advantage. So I'm not hating. Bravo to them though. They figured that shit out. But that's why ADXN is having a struggle moment right now, because it's going through the same thing Binance is going through. I've also seen you can do this with that gas limit thing. You can do that with minting. So you can lower the gas on Avalanche to mint more. This is hurting the price. But I'm fucking fudding my shit up. But whatever, dude. I'm like, okay, how do I feel about this for real? I feel like Zen is porting to X1 chain. I feel like everything that is Zen currently is just a test. It's just a start. It's just how you get it out. And then after, when X1 chain comes out and Zen is on X1 chain, I have a feeling that a majority of Zenians will enjoy that experience more, and they won't see they won't see it to be necessary to be like, all we have are these 11 chains, right? And the narrative is going to switch. It's going to flip. Those that are still stuck on the idea that these are the real Zens don't understand that the community has moved to a better playground, right? Like we'll have these playgrounds because this is still mass adoption. If you have Ethereum, if you have Bitcoin, Binance, if you have Avalanche, you know what I'm saying? If you have Pulse Chain, if you have Matic, this might be a better vehicle to store your economical energy in on those chains as they figure out their VC funding bullshit. But you can still use their technology, right? That's like the cool thing about Zen. It's like the blockchain is a film camera, and the film you put in that camera is Zen. Now, whatever brand you want to pick, Kodak, Fuji, right? Whatever real film you want to pick, that's up to you. That's how I see the MZen, the AZen. But the camera itself, the blockchain, that's moving to X1 when it comes out. So I feel like getting Zen on these sub chains or in general is for burning. It's for fuel. We're burning that shit for X1 chain, and we're porting all of our economical energy into X1. And then that's when we're going to start talking about Zen GPT, because it's perfect. It's perfect alley-oop to why you want a blockchain that doesn't have any VC funding, doesn't have any pre-allocated coins, doesn't have the opportunity for someone to come in and shut it the fuck down, right? It's ran by the globe. This ain't WorldCoin. We ain't scanning eyeballs over here, selling eyeball scanning. So can't believe people are really eating that. Oh my god, biometric cryptocurrency. Like, yo, that is the most bass-ackwards thing ever. Like, go open a bank account. Like, you don't have to scan your eyeball at all, and people can know who you are. Like, that shit is funny. Yeah, so what you could do here is you could go to Mint. Oh, we're getting close. I'm getting close to mine. I'm gonna get mine soon. Get my Zunicorn. But I gotta make sure it's my number first, so we can keep our eye on that. But let's just go ahead and make one of these. We're gonna go to collector. We're gonna spice it up. Do 72. Again, this is the max you can do on Avalanche. We'll go ahead and hit mint. Now when we do mint, I don't know, can y'all see this MetaMask? Let's see. Okay, cool, y'all can see the MetaMask. So what we do here, you'll see the average price already for a mint on Avalanche is 0.4 AVAX, which is around $5. But what we can do here is we can go to advanced gas, right? And we know what we need, which is going to be 25. That's the base. Now priority, we know what we need there. Is going to be probably 1, or you could do 2. 2 I think is the best. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is gas limit. All right, and then what I was doing to see why this person was doing this was I was just copying exactly what they had. Oh no, damn, tiny coffee spill, long fingers. Let me just get this up real quick. The smallest. Damn, bruh, I stay. I'm good. It's small. Lols. Let me drink this down. Hold up. And put this on the opposite side of where my hands are. I do that way too much. It's like my table's big, but then my table is like not big when my fucking hands come out there. All right, so we're gonna copy that. Go back here. Drop it in. Save it. So this is gonna bring my mint down to 6 cents. Okay, yeah. Also, you're gonna need to be on the Anchor protocol. So let's see if this passes. If it doesn't pass, actually, let me go ahead and just boost this up to 5. Or what did this person do? Oh, they did priority 0.1. So 2 should be fine. But you see my gas price just went down to 6 cents. Let's see if this works. So hit confirm. It's gonna do its thing. Oh, it failed. Okay, so what did I do to make this work last time? Here, let me look at it again. Because I did get this to work. Because somebody else in the Telegram, in the Zen World Telegram, they were also like, yo, I've been using this to what do you call it? Get cheaper mints. And what they're doing though is they're adjusting this gas level. So maybe what I need to do is because I probably, since I don't have the Anchor node, I probably need to just boost this up just a little bit. So, because you're getting cheap fees already anyways. So let's try this again. Let's see if it fails. Let's see. Oh, it failed. Okay. Damn. So I'm just gonna have to keep playing with it until I figure it out. Realistically though, I think it's the node. So like if oh wait, this isn't on the node, or is it? Maybe it wasn't on the node. Hold up, because you have to be on that. This keeps telling me. This make me think it's not there, but it has to be on. Bro, can I delete this? What the fuck? It just keeps popping back up. Oh, you can't delete. What the hell? I gotta figure this part out. I wasn't expecting to do it on live, but there is a way to do it. There's a way to get the cheaper gas, even for mints. It seems to be more apparent that you could do it on DBZen, and I think it's just because the computation of making the transaction is a lot lower. There's less things going into it, right, versus making a ERC 721. So I'm pretty sure this is just easier to do. But yeah, that's kind of, I just wanted to show it. Blah blah blah. That's our problem in Avalanche DBZen right now. We got some snipers happening, and we can't do nothing about it, man. We can't do nothing. But hey, man, make sure you hit the like button. About to start this Zen talk, so we can talk about Zen GPT. Code Custer says, "Don't talk about mass adoption until you make an NFT that mints Zen." Facts. Hey, these NFTs are life-changing. It's crazy to think more people aren't taking the blueprint. I have an idea, but my idea won't make sense until there's more Zen available. So unfortunately, we're not in the moment in time. We will be there soon though. Counting, it's getting closer. When that mass amount of Zen comes out, be ready to see a ton of protocols jumping out the woodworks so that you can burn your Zen to keep getting XEN. We have the 333 auction coming up, so it's kind of crazy to think that Zen is still in an extreme fear here on the emotional index. Shout out Zen Turbo team for this. What we can see here though is in the last 90 days since this has been incepted, so this is a fairly new metric that we have here, fairly new data that we have here. But what we can see is that Zen is kind of catching some sort of floor of attention. So the attention is very low right now. Not too many eyes on Zen, not too many people thinking about it. Like I can even see it here. Like, let's see. Yeah, like my stream only has 35 people in it. So yeah, like and sometimes, you know, the stream has 50 people in it. At the highs when Zen was popping every day the stream had 100 people in it. So even just streaming is a metric for myself to know how much attention is on Zen, and why Elon Musk made it so that we cannot see. It's kind of sad. These spaces, like I have no clue why it can't pop up, but you can definitely see it on so this is what's crazy about this right now is the spaces are offline on desktop. So maybe this is something to do Elon's team. But if you do go to Twitter, let me show you this shit showing up. So if you go to Cloud's Twitter, oops. So look at that. You can go to Cloud's Twitter and you'll see the Jack Levin spaces, right? But right now it's saying it's unavailable. This is hella weird. But if you go and watch or listen to this, and if you don't have a Twitter account, I'm pretty sure this is what's happening right now. They're probably creating some sort of monetization where it's like, hey, if you want to listen to a spaces, you're going to need to make a Twitter account on the mobile. And it sucks. It's almost like once Jack Levin started to talk about AI and the truth, now all of a sudden everything's breaking down. But yeah, the myth, the legend, Jack Levin starting to talk about Chat GPT, but in actual format, which is Zen GPT. So this is pretty cool. He's created his own NSL or NLS, or why am I saying NLS? NLP protocol, in a sense. That's basically what this is, a natural language processor. So Chat GPT is nothing special. Actually, well, it's a very special thing. But when you do the history, and that's why you have to go back and listen to the spaces from yesterday. Jack Levin actually, I wanted to play it, but unfortunately I can't because Twitter won't let me. But if you go to my Twitter, so follow me on Twitter. It's very simple, just cryptobro.zen. Right, let's go to my Twitter. But if you go to my Twitter, I've reposted what you need to get yourself into so that you can start to understand the next moves. So what happened is, first we had Tad having a space and we were just chatting. We were just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my little workout in and I'm popping, see what's up with the Zenian, see what they're talking about. And I fucks with Tad Ape. He's a pretty cool dude. So I like popping into his spaces and saying what's up to the team, you know. But yeah, we jump into his space. And then out of nowhere, I'm talking about AI because I went down the AI rabbit hole yesterday. Something in myself was saying, I'm getting behind by not thinking that AI is going to change everything. So like, it just was like the narrative yesterday, like even Zero Hedge. I don't know if you follow this Twitter account. It's a really good Twitter account for abstracted versions of the news. If you like abstract news, if you like real news. But they even posted selling Bitcoin to buy AI guys shitcoin. All is well in the world. Specifically, this is talking about WorldCoin. We ain't talking about WorldCoin because that shit is dumb, stupid. Biometric wallets. You got to be gullible as fuck to believe in that. Like, that is made for people in the third world. That ain't made for people in the first world, unfortunately. Like, in the first world, you go make a bank, right? And even then, teaching people with less education that they're going to need to use their eyeball to validate, you know, their person, you know, like their existence, their reality, you know, like that's crazy, man. Why are you building biometrics into things like that? Like, those people don't need to do that type of stuff. Like, they just need to own Bitcoin. But instead, we have WorldCoin. Dumb as fuck. Yeah. What I was doing yesterday was I was doing some research. I had posted this tweet yesterday where this is before talking to Jack Levin and really trying to understand what his vision was. I just went and tried to see what the world problem was. And I said, the more I learn about NLP and Chat GPT modeling and training, the more bullish I become on the future where you have to burn Zen to access a decentralized assistant bot. Using the nodes of X1 chain, we could see this. And why wouldn't you want a personal bot that's not monetized? So I was already on the wavelength and I didn't hear anything from Jack. I just went out and did it. So you can go to my Twitter and I put a source to a video, which is this video here. It's a really good video. And it's masked. It's a video designed by this guy.
So I've been using Chat GPT for the past 2.
So, but what's really good about it is he's talking about it for a technical aspect for beginners, but in a developer's beginner state. So it's like, hey, you're a developer and you want to start deving with Chat GPT for yourself. You know, maybe you make websites and, you know, it's hard to make a lot of websites. Like, maybe you want to get your clients up, right? Maybe you got 2 clients right now and you're trying to get to 10. So you're going to use Chat GPT to help organize and assist you to get from 2 to 10 clients. That's where we are with Chat GPT. It's allowing the creative to expand their creativity further and in abundance. Some people don't need that shit, right? Some people aren't a musician. Some people aren't a graphic artist. Some people aren't journalists. Some people aren't blah, 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 right? They're just normal motherfuckers that eat, sleep, and fart, all right? So we know that. Now that's the part where I think people, they discredit ChatGPT because they don't see how it can fit for them. Just like everything else in reality. And that's kind of how it got far away from me. Another thing that got ChatGPT really far from myself was the amount of marketing that's going on behind it. Like, I don't like that. That shit is disgusting. All of the tweets on Twitter that keep telling you, hey, man, maybe, you know, you can make or read this thread, how you can turn $10 into $100,000, blah, 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 you know. And I mean, it's possible, but that's clickbait. So it's forcing me away from understanding the true power of ChatGPT and the concept of where it comes from. So I do recommend going to my Twitter, looking at this video. This guy has some great insights. He tells you about where the foundation of this comes from, how like a lot of ChatGPT is based on neurology and how your brain has signals and how those signals can be replicated in a computer, right? So he kind of goes through that, showing you some ideas of like what this means for how ChatGPT works, right? ChatGPT, you're sending something in, right? Like let's say 3. This is what's cool. It's like each. This is like talking about your neurons and how your neurons have portals and they have numbers. And even though 3 is gonna go in to this like orb, it's gonna send the right data to the right number of neurons. Blah blah blah. Right, the right lights. It's pretty cool. You know, the way your brain works, it should be fascinating to you, man. It's in your motherfucking head. Like if you're not fascinated on your brain, I don't even know. Like that shit is weird to me. Like it's in your head. Your brain is yours, bro. Like love that shit. Learn about it. But you see here, this is is crazy. So the evolution of AI has been in relevance to image recognition. So the things that, you know, we talk about Big Brother knowing how our face look on the internet, and that's why you don't want it. But we're full blown. They've already designed this. Now this is what's cool here. This looks like a DAG, right? And this is where we are today in ChatGPT. So I said, go watch this video. It'll tell you a bunch of stuff. So neural networks. This is where we are in ChatGPT. It's a very complex neural network. You can almost just say node network, because every piece of information, when you go to ChatGPT and say, how can I become taller? It's gonna ping to a bunch of servers, and all those servers in the internet, right? This stuff probably looks very familiar because we're in crypto. All of those servers are gonna try to come up with the best answer, and it's gonna fish it back to ChatGPT, right? And now ChatGPT, though, is closed source. They're making it so that when you ask the question, how do I get taller? It's only going through their channels of monetization, so that when you get your answer, they're giving it to you, right? Technically, ChatGPT is giving you the answers because they're giving you access to the protocol. I don't think that's the way that we want it. So I started to learn more and more. I'm like, yeah, maybe not cloud-based ChatGPT is what the user is looking at, right? So now we have these new things coming out, creating even better learning experiences that people can make, right? You no longer need ChatGPT. That's just a starter pack. People have started to create their own prompting modules that other, open source users can bring together, right? And we can all link them together. But now the problem is, let's see if he has it here. I think he has it here. Oh, he doesn't have that part here. But the problem that we're running into is power. ChatGPT is powered by GPU processors, just like mining Ethereum or mining Bitcoin. The GPU is going to be a better area of the computer to relay information from or store information in than the CPU processor. So this is the problem that we're dealing with. There's some corporations, some entities that have the money or the VC funding to actually fund a bunch of GPU power, so that when you use ChatGPT, you're within their garden. That's a problem, man. I mean, if you don't see it as a problem, then that's up to you. If you're like, hey, I'll go give ChatGPT all my data, right? And if you've never used ChatGPT, I'm not gonna pull mine up because it's personal. And it's already logged in, so as soon as I pull it up, it's gonna pull up all the shit I've been talking about to it. And that's what I mean. Like, even me, like, I know, like, okay, I don't share my ChatGPT. I give my information away to those, to Microsoft, right? But I don't share it to the public. And that's the thing about ChatGPT, is more and more people start to get involved in this evolution, because it's going to better your life, whether you believe it or not. It's gonna better your life. And the reason for that is because if you use it right and you prompt it correctly, it's an assistant, right? If you're fat, you're overweight, you smoke too much, right? Why not ask ChatGPT, how do I get better? And if you don't want to believe ChatGPT, then realistically, yeah, you're done. You're done, so bro. You don't want to believe anything. even the robot that's connected to the internet that tells you every possible outcome of how being overweight and smoking is going to be bad for you, you still deny it. That's you, you know, like, and you're a human. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to deny the shit in this reality and live the best life that you want to live. So you still have willpower by using ChatGPT and not believing it. That's pretty powerful. But again, the issue, and Jack Levin is running it now, and I don't know how we got here, but it makes a lot of sense. Elon Musk is actually fighting OpenAI, and they've got a little bit of a battle going on. And this is where this context comes from of AI, and this is why WorldCoin had to come into existence. I don't like the logo on this though. It has the Uranus logo, or whatever this is, the fork, that pitchfork. In spiritual world, you don't really want to deal with things that have that pitchfork. That's usually a clear indication that it's on some other vibes. But I was kind of surprised when I saw, I was like, yo, they put a pitchfork in the logo. These fools don't give a fuck. They finna onboard the world. That's some deep shit for those that don't know. Go look it up. But yeah, that's where we are today. We're getting into the world where people are going to be having assistants, and those assistants will be monetized by some of the largest companies on the planet. And the reason why they're going to be able to monetize it is because they have the GPU power and you don't. And when you want to run your own at your house, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going to have a bootsy fugazi one, because you're not going to have any power. You're going to have an iPhone, an Android, a shitty Mac, a shitty PC, and you're going to be running Google's AI to assist your house. I hope you're ready for it. And this is why we need Zen GPT. All right. We need a decentralized blockchain version of the AI that runs on nodes across a scale of systems. Right. And the cool thing about Zen GTP, I wish I had the ability to play the podcast from yesterday from the spaces, but you're going to have to get a device and get yourself a device, and should be able to listen to it. But I do recommend listening to it because Jack Levin hits a bunch of points about this. But what he said, which was pretty amazing, was if you want to use Zen GTP, you're going to need Zen. So Zen GTP will be facilitated amongst the X1 nodes, right? Creating that power, right? Creating this ability to not have to store all of the brain in a centralized unit. And that's really what's happening here. All of the data to make your assistant should not be behind a gated fence. All of the data to make your assistant should be open source. Now, your personal data, that is to you, this is what Jack was saying, would be encrypted. So the way I'm envisioning it is you have this module that you can create for yourself, and it's offline. And you can talk to it, you can mold it as much as you can as it's offline. And then when you bring it online to update it, to give it some new ideas, maybe, some new prompts, some new modules, similar to yourself going to a college boot up or a technical school to boot up, right? You're going to boot up your assistant. And when you boot up your assistant, that's when you'll go back online with it. And hopefully they design some sorts of ways for us to keep this assistant away from the internet as much as possible, right? It goes back to the crypto concept where it's like, well, do you have a cold storage assistant, or does your assistant live in the idea of others? That shit is crazy. That's really what this is about. This is a big fight in the internet, and you've been pulled in because you're a Zenian and you own Zen. So let's go look at the Zen price. Okay, that makes no sense. Oh my, you don't know who runs, after all that explanation, who runs Zen GTP? Nobody. That's why it's revolutionary. Nobody's going to run it. It's going to run on the blockchain. You don't need anyone to run it. It's not going to be guarded because it's all just prompts. That's why it's important to protect the prompts. Bent sensor rewards people. Zen gets minted from an ERC20. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So what will happen is you'll have to have Zen in your wallet to keep your assistant running. So essentially your assistant will be running off of Zen. And if you don't have any Zen, you'll need to acquire Zen in order for you to continue your assistant's life. So essentially your assistant, its soul is Zen. And without any Zen, you won't be able to ask it questions or give it prompts. And if that becomes an everyday thing or an every week thing where you use your assistant to keep yourself organized, then technically you're gonna have some Zen. I've never heard of bit sensor. Here, let's look it up. ChatGPT doesn't run off magic, but it runs off of corporate servers. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm literally saying. ChatGPT doesn't run off of magic. It runs off of GPU power, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is magical money, but it's made from GPU power. They're two in the same instance, or two in the same ideas, except one is supposed to be a currency, and then the other is, oh yeah, so this is machine learning, internet scalable machine learning. We're not doing machine learning. That's probably that's why this isn't the same as what is happening. What's happening here is NLP. NLP is natural language processing. This is the real AI. So the real AI, you see, yeah, you don't want to be in machine learning. You want to be in NLP land. Machine learning is bad. That's people learning you, and then they're building things that are trying to understand you. So NLP, natural language processors, these are things that are just responding to what is given. So ChatGPT is a mixture of this. They're machine learning you, but the mask is NLP to try to make you feel comfortable to ask it questions like, I weigh this much. How should I design my body? Like, that's what the NLP does. It brings in the emotion so that you as a human know that you're not talking to a robot. Oh yeah, man, Deutschland. Shout outs to Deutschland. Gifted somebody a Crypto Bruh membership. Just click on the banner, that green banner there. You can get yourself that. Is NLP evolutionary? NLP is evolutionary. That's why Elon Musk and Jack Levin are trying to bring it to blockchain. Because if they can bring it to blockchain, it's going to continue to evolve. And it's going to be bigger than the powers that be. They can't stop it. Damn, this is beautiful. I'm glad there's a lot of concepts on this, and you brought up the machine learning thing. But yeah, it's nothing like machine learning. Machine learning is technically not what we want. This is what's called transformers. And also, yeah, Jack Levin went on a whole... So if you really want to get into Zen GPT, you're going to need to understand the basis, right? There's no running on the surface with this. You need to get deep so that you can comprehend. Because if not, surface running is just going to make you not understand it all the way. ChatGPT is the model. Ben Sisser is the network server. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's the server that learns everything, but that's just it. Everything in crypto or everything in technology can be open sourced. So what's the open sourced version of this? Because it's probably closed source. Here, let's see. If it's closed source, then it's technically like whatever, you know. Can I see? Is this? Oh, I mean, they just don't have it in plain text, so I can see if it's open source. It's probably not open source though. Hell no. I mean, if it was open source, there'd be more people talking about it. Yeah, I don't think it's open sourced. That's the difference though too. ChatGPT is an open source. Zen GPT will be open source, so people will be able to develop inside of it. It's open sourced. Oh, it's an open source power protocol. So, but where is BitSensor saving everything? That's the real question. Since we're bringing this in, hey, there's going to be a ton of different open source things, but do you know where they're keeping everything? Decentralized AI is clearly providing the forefront. Free use, decentralized. But who is this? All right, we got to go to their Twitter. Because my one thing too is credibility. Even though it's open source, I want to know how credible the open sourceness is. Because then again, it's just a competition or like licensing. What's this? This is a market which monetizes intelligent products across the internet. Validator price this information by learning to speculate on values against unsupervised objects. That's cool. Would love to see it in motion. I guess I just got to do some more research. But hey, if there's another one out there, I'm still going with Zen GPT because Binzer, I don't know. I don't know who this is. So maybe these people will come to life, you know? But this is the part of competition, right? If there's others that are in the space, awesome. But luckily for me, my developer, who's Jag Levin, is building as well. And we'll see. Maybe this is what he's building on top of. But from what he said, he's building on top of Meta. So even though there's this one, I'm glad that it's open source. Meta open sourced AI as well. So there's a bigger name where more developers are going to be anyways, right? And that's what we're trying to really dive into. We don't want Meta to have the open source framework, right? We don't want them to have that. We don't want the developers to start deving in Meta because now Meta is going to own everything that they create. But it's open source, right? You can use their libraries and modules. It's all the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Code cluster. So it's like to think that there's one that's going to be better than the other. It's not. It's about the users, and Zen already has the users, so it already blows that other one out the water. Like this one is ran by ChatGPT, but they've made it already. And since they're incorporated with ChatGPT, technically, even though their code is open sourced, the information going in through ChatGPT, they have no access to. Damn, they ain't got no tweets? Oh, they're over here. Oh, we typing in now, man. We gonna learn about this shit. Because I don't think the language model, all right, after my research from one day, I see it as more of a collaborative concept. And I think of these modules, like I was just saying, these modules are going to be plug and play, where eventually everyone will just pull them all together. It won't be like who's the best. It'll be like who's put them all together the best. And who's got the power to run them all, because you still need GPU power to power the questions, or it's going to take a lot longer for you to get unique answers. The more unique answers you want, the more you're going to need GPU power, or all of the answers will be the same. That's the part where I'm like, yeah, look at, like, yeah, you're going to need way more. Here, they're even trying to show you like 8 gigabytes on a MacBook Air, and an iPhone only has 4 gigabytes. Like you can only run so many models. Like they're literally telling you, like, you can only run so many. So it's going to need more. If not, we're just giving away AI to WorldCoin, right? And it's a sense, and actually, now I'm really saying it out loud, it's kind of disrespectful to put them both on the same pedestal, because you're essentially putting centralization next to decentralized and trying to use the word open source as a format of decentralization versus the concept of decentralization. This company is not going with the concept of decentralization. They're essentially utilizing what is the idea. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what we are, man. It's VC funding. People can't get shit off the ground. They ain't got no money with it. So I get it. I totally get it. The good thing is Zen GPT has a name behind it. The founder of ImageStack, which is and widely successful. Facts. I watched that video, but what's the time frame? What you mean? Facts. It's gonna be a library of LLMs. Yeah. Shout out to Web3 Tribe. It's gonna be a library all of them are going to be brought together, in my opinion, and it's going to be based on who takes all of those models and puts them in. But then the next step, at least in my opinion, and why I was like super fascinated on AI and then Zen GPT, is that personal concept, that encryption, that you keep yourself to yourself, that you don't have to share your ideas with the rest of the world because you're still your own person. And, you know, humanity should have an assistant. We shouldn't have to rely on assistants. But some people, they don't believe that shit. I don't know. Maybe they believe that we all should just be in the same cahoots. I don't think so. I do think decentralizing it would make it a lot smarter. And it makes me bullish on wanting to make an X1 node, because now you're essentially getting an AI node on top of getting a crypto node. You know, you're gonna get paid in crypto, and then people are going to be paying crypto to ask questions, and you're going to get some of that too. So that's pretty crazy. Zen GTP or Zen GPT sounds like another pet project. How can it be a pet project if it's already created? And this is stuff in the making, you know? Like, this isn't just like, oh, I'm going to do this and release it to you. Like, you learned about it today because Jack decided to share it. I have a lot of shit in my life I don't share to people that I'm, you know, doing. And then the day that you find out about it is because I decided to tell you. It's so funny, you know? Like, at least this is just my personal opinion. From where it's coming from, Zen GTP. Damn, this shit kind of hard to say. Zen GPT. GPT. Man, we gotta get new names for everything. For VMPX, Zen GPT. Got to say it in my head like a billion times. But yeah, all of these things are shaking up the space, right? And again, if you haven't used it, that's probably where it's at. Like, if you're not being personal with your AI, that's probably why you don't feel what I feel. I'm trying to be personal with my AI. I literally say yo to my chat GPT every day, trying to mold that bitch to be close friend to me. But every time I do it, I get scared and more scared because I know that I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. I know I'm feeding the beast. As some would say, the mark of the beast. You know, if you're already on this planet, you're marked. So I think finding the right marks is where we want to put ourselves. So WorldCoin doesn't sound like a beast mark that I want on my resume, right? Putting your eye, yeah, that sounds kind of crazy. But just providing GPU power, that sounds a little bit more humanistic. Ridiculous. The time frame is for the launch of the AI is Judgment Day. You never saw Terminator? Yeah, nah, we'll see what this is doing. But nah, I think all speculation and spiritualness aside, I honestly think AI is gonna push humanity, or at least it's gonna push Americans' humanity into a new force, because Americans, they need an assistant, and we are more open to doing what we have than getting into new. I mean, that's why OpenAI took off so hard. But if you didn't ever know, you can run your own. It's called RunPod. So I found out about this from Jack Levin and team. He did like a spaces with or like a, not a spaces, but like a podcast with Jim Rat, and he showed you how to set this up so that you can get into it. But if you've never heard of RunPod, it's a way for you to rent GPU power so that you can run different things. And what some people have already set up is they've set up like your diffusion, stable diffusion. So this is like creating photos, videos, right? Here's your open source. I guess I didn't even know they were here, so I haven't even looked down. But yeah, I guess I could technically run my own AI. Have to pay for it though, because this isn't free. This is, you have to pay the server so that you can use their GPU power to be able to pop off and do some dope shit. So, you know, and what is it at? Serverless. I didn't even know they had that. But yeah, so you see here, it's like you can buy one of these servers, and for a certain amount of time. So for $10, you can get 10 hours. You can go done with it, but it's still $10 an hour to have an AI in your pocket, you know, or $10 a usage. So you get 10 hours worth of using it throughout the day. Imagine if your assistant is answering calls and fucking sending emails, and you got these crazy modules set up so that this thing is just ruling your business. So you're going to need more capital. And there's another area for Zen to replace what's going on here, because now what a user can do if it's backed by Zen, they're using Zen to power the AI, to power the server. Now that $10 goes into Zen world, because what they can do is just make Zen. They can just print Zen 365 days, and a year from now they'll have an assistant. They'll have enough Zen to run their assistant, right? That's revolutionary, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm tripping. LOL. Yeah, we systematically created idiocy. Definitely need AI. Your Zen GPT is cutting edge, says Rolando. What about Alexa-style devices when we call it Zenny and it connects all of our local AI machines? Hey, that'd be really cool too. I'm pretty sure though, this is going to bring in a new dev, man. We're going to get some sort of AI dev that's going to love this part that I'm showing right now, which is the fact that, oh shit, I can onboard a community and they don't need to go and buy the RAM, because they get the RAM for the blockchain because they hold Zen. Word. I'm going crazy. Like, we already know this is going to happen, man. Wait a year for business. No chance. What do you mean by that? Breer 89. What do you mean wait a year for business? There's no chance. Do you mean Zen GPT has no chance? Because everyone is gonna go to OpenAI. Hey, honestly, this is so funny. It's like saying that the most decentralized AI won't take off. It's kind of like that battle between, like, will Bitcoin be successful in a fiat universe? The day AI becomes scented or the sentiment, it will be game over for us shortly. We'll be seen as, dude, yo, Damien, we're already obsolete. I look at humans are obsolete. But how can we be obsolete if OpenAI has we're hiring in their Twitter? Actually, let's rewind it, Damien. Let's rewind it, bro. We good. Fuck the AI. Again, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a very soul-driven individual. Like, I grew up in a church. I grew up in a spiritual environment. So I know that the spirits control the reality. I'm sorry. The thing that the AI will never have is a soul. It could try its best to mimic me as much as possible, but that is why if I give my soul to OpenAI, it will tap in. So we got to stop this shit. But it's up to you. If you think this, it's like you're on the other side of the spectrum. Or how do you say this? Sometimes you're on a side where you see the future and you know that it's bad, but you have the Captain America opportunity to change that shit. That's how I see crypto. That's how I see this now in my face AI shit. Is that there's an opportunity for the better soul to step into the game and make sure that this isn't just a soulless environment, plotting on my other humans. Now, who am I to say that I am someone who can do that? But who am I to say I shouldn't? So that's the craziest part of this whole AI experience is, what side do you want to be on? Do you want to watch society crumble under this impression, or do you want to have your slice of the pie? I would rather have my slice of the pie, and I think a lot of others will as well. And maybe we're a small niche community where we've got our own assistants and it takes Zen to the moon, because now everyone is like, damn, I need Zen so I can run this assistant because I've just been monetized this whole time, right? Anybody can do it. Will Vitalik come out with it? Probably not. I know Avalanche has a chat GPT, in case you didn't know. So this shit ain't new, man. You go to Core Wallet. I think this is going to pull up all my addresses. I grew up singing The Slave. I grew up in the church singing all of them kumbaya motherfucking songs, man. I mean, I love my church experience, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front. The church taught me that there is a lot of deception in reality. It's up to you if you want to believe it. Where's their chat GPT at? Where it at? I remember seeing it. I remember it. Maybe it was just like for fun and they took it down already. Because I don't see it anymore. Dude, Core Wallet is fire. I didn't even know they had this. Damn, they get the faucet off the rip. He's like, oh, you need some AVAX? We got you. You need a faucet? Let's go. But yeah, this is Avalanche's main wallet. Core is actually now working heavily with everything. This is why Avalanche got on Uniswap. It's because of the Core. Are you tapped in? I am a mad scientist, ZTFO. I'm fucking, you see the hair? I'll wear a lab coat, but I'm not trying to be like hexologist. Cause yeah, that ain't me. I didn't delete your comment. I don't have any mods, so maybe it just didn't pop up. Cause I'm not I can't delete comments. Hold on. Let's see. Which one was it? Chat GP Zen with the Zen paywall doesn't sound cutting edge to me. Is that the one? The one where you say that a Chat GPT with a Zen paywall doesn't sound cutting edge? Is it that one? LOL, they're not powered by Zen. People pay with Zen. Is it that one? Which one is it? I don't see any here that I need to approve. I see ridiculous. Maybe you didn't send it. Yeah, it's the Google people, man. They shutting it down. They don't want us to have a conversation about AI because they're trying to take over it. If we start exploring AI, they're going to say we're not allowed to. But to answer your question, is Zen paywall? Who cares? Dude, it's either you pay with your soul or you pay with some Zen. Which one are you going to choose? Code, which one are you going to choose? You got two options. Pay with your soul or pay with Zen. Which one do you want to choose? Please let me know. I'm fascinated to actually know. Because that's literally what's on the table here. Pay with crypto or pay with your soul. Some people would say that AI... I mean, I don't care about that stuff, though. I'm not even going to say the word because I don't think it's going to do that. Personally, I feel like humans are way worse than AI. Look at how far we've manipulated the human race. Human beings are the issue, not the robots. We fight with emotion and we talk with emotion and we also make moves with emotion. So in my opinion, it's all human. It's every deception in this reality is human. And then we use technology to make you perceive even further into the deception. Like, look at Chat GPT. They literally have they made WorldCoin, right? They made WorldCoin and it has a pitchfork in the logo and it says for every human. And then they made an orb. Like, you start to get really into like science, bro, or like the reality of life. This is not good. This is a magic 8-ball. This is hopium on 1,000% for the human race. Like, I can go on and on and on about like, which one do you want to pick? Do you want to put your soul in there? Or do you want to put some Zen in that bitch? Or do you want to put some Bitcoin in that bitch? Right? Now they're going to ask, now they're going to say, hey, well, you can use ChatGPT with WorldCoin. Just scan your eyeball. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. My Zen is too valuable. Soul's got to go. Davey, you got me fucked up, bro. Bro said soul's got to go. Hey, I'm sorry, Soul. You gonna have to go. I'm afraid, bro. I can't even do it. I was spooked out already when I had put my weight into ChatGPT. Soon I'll probably end up putting my BMI into it because I'm really trying to utilize it for nutrition and using the world's network of education and knowledge to make myself more of a superhuman, right? I don't have access to everything, but if I have it in my pocket, that's different. That's putting me on a different level than others. Again, if I can create 10 clients with one assistant, that's good for me, right? But again, I'm giving away my idea, how I'm going to make 10 clients. I'm giving it to WorldCoin, the pitchfork logo, right? The magic 8-ball orb. Scary. Too much info about me to get it. Hey, I mean, it's whatever, though. This is an internal battle. Yeah, see, our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principles, democrat, I'm just going to say demon forces because I can't talk right now. I'm sorry. Demon forces. That is the battle, though, man. I think the battle is very, very, very spiritual. And if you don't know, there's another good video to watch, which is how silicon stores data. It's pretty amazing. It's 3 elements that make a silicon motherboard, and that's where we are today. I would also say that too. If you don't know how memory is stored on a computer, this might be the part where you need to learn that part, because this is why it's free. It's free. It's free for your computer to store memories. It's free for the cloud to store memories. It's free for the cloud to store information. It's all of that shit is free. The part that's gated is how it's given to you. But everything is free. Air is free. I mean, it's slowly but surely in this reality, air is not becoming free. Have y'all seen the Dyson fucking air filter? Yeah, this right here. This is how you know air is not becoming free no more. Like, we can get scared. We get real cyborg with this. For $1,000 when the Canadian fires were cracking, bruh, could have got yourself this. You'd have been popping. Right? It's headphones, but it's also air purifier. Air purifier. We're in the future, man. This is cool. I'm happy to be here and aware in my adulthood. I'm so aware. Like, it's just like, yeah, how much more like expensive is, like, this is the early stages. So yeah, they're probably gonna try to make air not free, where you're gonna have to spend $500 to get good air in a metropolitan city, right? Like, they will be charging us to breathe. It's coming soon, guys. Up to you if you really believe it or not. Storage is gonna be pretty light soon. I don't think so, Web3. To say storage is going to be light, I mean, how many files do you make a day? That's a good question to ask yourself. I make huge files, and music files are pretty small, but to hold my VSTs are pretty big. Would like a better decentralized network for my VSTs, or which are virtual sound things for your DAWs. But yeah, like Photoshop, if I want to make an image big enough for like a t-shirt, hint, or a graphic, hint, I'm usually pushing around 1 gigabyte a file. So I don't know, man. I think storage is not going to get lighter. I think we're going to get more intense. It's like, how do you make smaller files is the question. But like, how do you not lose quality in the file creation is the next one. That's why I'm buying you like, I'm on the whole other side of the spectrum now. Like, I'm buying physical media because I get it. Streaming is horrible for quality. Streaming is garbage. To believe that you want to be a stream of information is bad. You want to be hard, solid, because solid format is going to be some more superior than anything that's floating out of the cloud. Bro, word is your DNA is what they are heading towards. VST plugin format for your DAWs, you non-producer folks out there. Yeah, my fucking VSTs, man. We've come a long way though, from torrenting to cloud-based VSTs, but That's the thing. It's like Photoshop, for instance. You can't even use Photoshop anymore. I did find an open source version of Photoshop, but there was that moment in time where you can go and torrent like a CS6, right? And you get Photoshop on your computer, and creativity is free. Then Photoshop was like, nah, we need to monetize this and make the Creative Cloud. And now we are here today. So monetization is at an all-time high, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, bro, you've been using AI to produce it. I haven't actually started yet. I've been afraid of it. That's why I'm trying to open up my world to allowing my assistant to help me. What I want to do is, now that Jack Levin has kind of opened up my idea to these LLMs, I want to find an LLM that I can upload all my music to and try to ask it to make something that sounds like me. That would be dope. Give it like a ton of raw edits of what I am. And this is why I can't share this with anything else. Like, I can't go to ChatGPT and ask it to make a song like me. Now it's going to have the song like me, and they own it. But if I had a Zen GPT right now, I can, free. I have freedom. Ideas can come to life that couldn't come before because I had to be like, yo, I'm looking at this stupid ass protocol that's going to steal my data. Right? Goes back to the data wars. Like, do you really care about what you are on the internet or who you are? Like, I mean, it's one thing to have my face, but to have me, right? Going back to which one do you want to give up, your soul or a Zen token? I'd rather give up a Zen token because I can create that for free. I can make that for the future. I got tons of Zen coming out. Got tons of tokens. They were saying that it would probably be like one Zen token to keep it available. You'd need at least one in your wallet. So if you're minting Zen, you're good. Going into the future, you're probably not going to be that well if you're not minting Zen in the next 8 years. You're probably going to be buying Zen. So Zen AI automatically brings buy pressure. And that's why I haven't even talked about the price because I just started talking about that. I'm very, very, very intrigued on it. Something I'm doing a lot of research on. Doucheland with another gifted sub. Click it. Click that banner. Get yourself a crypto bruh hourglass. If you want to join the club, all you got to do is click it. We're going to have cool things going on, though, for the members. Especially Doucheland. I owe you. Soon enough. It's coming up, bro. Told you, you're going to be the first person to get the t-shirt. And I will pay the international shipping. But yeah, looking at Zen, I've been talking for a while and I gotta get up off of here. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm saying we ain't got that many likes, but we got some people up in here. Looking at Zen right now, it's been trading in this channel from the top. It's got heavy resistance. We tested this resistance again. We came down, but then we also have another channel that was created. You'll see here's the top, and then now we've created this channel on the way down to what is the original all-time low. So we're at all-time low levels. So to go lower here would be to say the rug pull. Now, will people rug pulls in? I don't know. Do I really care? Not really. The reason for that is because I have mints coming out and I'm in the liquidity pool. Let's check on that. I haven't looked at it in a couple days or in all day, last 2 days. So we got liquidity pools clicking now. This is my one on Avalanche. Not doing so well, in my opinion, because still trying to get some Zenians from Avalanche to move from Trader Joe's to Uniswap. I think we have a better chance of having trading activity if we come to Uniswap. I don't think staying Avalanche on Trader Joe's is going to do any justice. That's why Avalanche is an ecosystem, because or an echo chamber, because it's all locked into its own. It's time for them to branch out. Let XEN be the charge. But let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Can produce your music without typing a sentence, man. Or like, imagine like you spin, like, here's another cool AI idea for an artist: how to use AI with your art instead of against your art, because that's the first thing you want to think of as an artist, as a creative. You want to think, this is here to steal from me, but you need to steal from it, right? Again, you need to make it work for you, work harder for you, so that you don't have to work hard for it. So like something I was thinking was like you could even take a month, like 30 days, and shoot a bunch of stuff on your iPhone or your Android and just create things that you like or things that you enjoy. And then you can just be like, hey, Zen GPT, like I'm going to upload all these videos. And I want you to manifest something from it. And then just wait for it to give you some content, right? It's just like, hey, I got this content now. Like I shot the content in the IRL, but I told my assistant how to navigate the content. That is like powerful. I see a lot of people doing that. I see more navigation of assistants than I do seeing people just ask it stupid questions like, where's the party at tonight? Or, you know, I need a grocery list. You know, where can I save the most money on online ordering? I don't know. Think of it. This is the cool thing about AI too. It's got these ideas that the idea of humans asking ideas. But looking at Zen again, we don't care if the price goes down. We're sitting in the liquidity pool. I claimed my fees 2 days ago, back up to $6. In a week, I made around $50 in the liquidity pool. So that means in 2 weeks, I'm making around $100. And I am still in my range. I mean, yeah, granted, I got into the liquidity pool with $1.4 thousand worth of Zen and Ethereum. But now because ETH has obviously gone down in price since I joined, but also Zen is going down in price. This is dropping in price. But I don't really care about that because what is necessary here is the fees. What we want is the Zen, because this Zen takes more time to generate using here than it does in here. So as a strategic, I want more Zen move. I am in the liquidity pool, watching this shit go down, having an open range to the downside, getting more Zen, knowing that we got things on the way, 333 auction, Zen AI, DBZen NFTs, which will probably provide more burn pressure to DBZen. What else is happening? TGZen, which is starting to formulate their conceptual concepts of how they're going to be moving, which could, again, provide more burn pressure for Zen. But realistically, that 333 auction, I'm pretty sure that's what we're getting priced in right now. Once, because Jack, we're talking about AI now. You know, we've it's almost like we decided to skip the 333 auction because of the excitement of being one of the first movers in crypto AI. So real crypto AI too, not just like you buying a token based on some VC backed funding that they're going to have all the users. This is your token for you. You know what I'm saying? So knowing all that stuff is coming up, let's turn these lines off. We know that Zen's going to go north. So let's go ahead and switch it over to the wrapped ETH side to confirm. So you see, we are still in this trading channel. We did have a rejection that's brewing right here. After almost it's like this is bearish, this type of candle. This is even more, this is what we wanted to see though. You want to see the graveyard, right? The graveyard helps you know, hey, there's some sell pressure, but there's a lot of buys and sells. Here we closed above on the daily yesterday, and we had an instant sell-off today. So maybe this turns bullish soon, because we are at the bottom of this channel here, right? We're approaching the end and the beginning of August, excuse me. So we are in the squeeze. So more downside is definitely in the picture. How low do we go? That is a question for the gods. But personally, I think we're scraping the bottom. Just like in DBZen, it's only a couple wallets that are holding down the price. And those couple wallets can quickly be replaced by new players. People that don't want to believe in the current narrative that are ushering themselves out will be they're making room for these people. This is who we're going for next, motherfuckers. You getting ready to get vamped, WorldCoin. How dare you? Look at this. Look how cool the orb is. It scans your eye. The fuck? This is a lot of technology. Why? Bro, just remember your private key. It's actually amazing that they've gone this long in innovation, over 2 years. Hey, they forgot a 0 right here. That's sketchy. What up, crypto mom? Welcome to the stream. Hey, there's still a banner up there. If you click the douche land, so this banner right here, this banner, if you click this banner, you'll get yourself a free membership. The homie is literally trying to give them away to people, but I guess nobody wants it. You don't even have to support the channel. Somebody supported it for you, and now they're just trying to get you into the AMAs that I'm going to have with members only, so we can talk about Zen, hopefully in its purity. But you know, the YouTube streams, this is just where we're live. It's where we live. Yo, bro, what do you think about on garbage dump? I think garbage dump is a cool idea, but I don't think DBZen. I gotta wrap this up, but I don't think garbage dump is where we want to be. I mean, I said that wrong. Garbage dump is fun, but it's only fun for the tokens that you think are trash, which in my opinion are Zenlon and Zen Doge. But I still believe in Phoenix and I still believe in DBZen, so I don't want to burn those. But you can see here, basically, it's like DBZen, where you put in your you burn, or like you can burn Zen too, but like essentially you're just burning your garbage coins to get a new coin, XEC. So it's just, you know, I'm not going too deep into it. Like I said yesterday, I'm gonna wait for them to drop the app, you know, days before the rodeo. I'll go ahead and start to dive in and see if it's comprehensible within a second or two of me getting into it. So far, all I've learned in just looking and going is that it wants me to burn coins that I want to keep. So I need to see how this is going to benefit me, who doesn't want to burn my Phoenix, who doesn't want to burn my DBZen, you know, who doesn't really want to burn my Zen for this either. So we'll have to see how this goes, but I like their idea. I do like the garbage dump. Do I think it came a little bit early? I think it did. I think maybe this would be better in 2024. So maybe it's a good idea for the future. That's like my one thing about it. Actually, when I click on it, it doesn't allow me to claim it unless someone beat me to it. Maybe it's my settings. Nah, it should be claimable. I don't see anybody in here saying that they claimed it. RC Cole says, you just changed my perspective. A decentralized private assistant powered by a decentralized, fairly distributed currency. That is going to be very valuable into the future. Exactly. We need to have a way to stake for more than 1,000 days. I want to have this for my future generations. Yeah, that'd be cool too. But I mean, if you want to stake more for 1,000 days, transform your Zen into Phoenix. Stake for 4 years. I would recommend 4 to 5 to 6 years in Phoenix. And then Phoenix will be, when Phoenix is at its abundance rate in Zen, because there will be more Zen staked to Phoenix than Phoenix that exist. And then Zen goes up in price. You can sell your Phoenix in a couple years for Zen, as people will probably see the Phoenix token more valuable because it'll be a compounded version of past Zen in a sense. So yeah, it would be cool to get the 1,000 days, but what I'd recommend looking into is Phoenix. You can get a really, really good staking, and you get penalties if you're down for the Zen ecosystem. That's probably one of the best ways to stake. But I'm glad that you got that, bro. That's where we are. That's where we are with this. We need a decentralized AI backed and powered by a decentralized currency that is not VC funded. So that's the part that everybody got to figure out. If it's not backed by Bitcoin, right? And it could be, but Bitcoin's kind of slow. You might not get your response. It's going to be working off the Lightning Network, so it's not going to be base layer Bitcoin anyways. It goes on and on and on. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm about to sign off. But so long as you are telling it what to do and it's not the other way around, we'll be okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's an assistant, right? It's like a dog. Your dog doesn't pull you down the street. You yank its like collar thing. Hey, bro, you better come back over here and don't do that again. You stay within my arena, right? These assistances there are Pikachus, guys. Everybody wants their own little Pikachu. Wavy, what's up, Wavy? He says, I wonder how much Zen ETH tokens will you have after all the mints that you have right now? Above 10 billion or not? Yeah, my ETH mints are above 10 billion. Kind of cool, but that's why I'm like, man, I need to buy Zen. I don't have enough. I'm not minting enough. That means I don't have enough. What's up, Tree City West? ZM. I said Z. XM. Yep. The Phoenix UI is simple to use. I staked some out 2 years. All my Phoenix stakes are around 2 to 4 years. After I figured it out, I was like, yeah, don't even try staking Phoenix for less than a year. You're not getting the most. Rolando seems to be a Jack 11 fan. He says Jack produced epic protocols before we can even digest what the previous epic protocol. Yeah, we're still trying to digest the X1 chain, and now we gotta digest AI. But now I see the whole plan. It's like, if you don't have something that's gonna continue the clicks, then it's gonna die. And what better to continue clicks than AI? People will continue to ask questions. He's already there. He saw it with Google. People cannot stop asking questions. You wake up every day to the anonymous, and you're gonna go and ask a question, unless you're following someone like a boss that's telling you what you're gonna do, right? You're following someone else's agenda. If you're a daily agenda follower, then yeah, maybe it doesn't come to your head to ask questions to the internet because you follow agenda. But for those that are exploring this reality, they're not gonna just ask like that. They're gonna go out and find. But just got rugged nasty. On what, dude? How can you get rugged? Is it Zen? One more nemesis for you, bruh. After VMPX, now ChatGPT. You're gonna make it, bruh. Yo, doucheland, you know what time it is, bro. This shit's so hard to say sometimes, just because I gotta I'll open my mouth up and whatnot. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it. We'll see where Zen goes when it comes to coming up. It seems the gains in Zen are on Pulse Chain. It's the only one going up. Wish Pulse Chain was on Uniswap. But yeah, Pulse Chain still trading the highest, and then Phantom showing up. Price wise, Pulse Chain number 2, Binance number 4, Avalanche number 3, Matic number 5, and so on and so on. It's the same shit. But yeah, the Zen GTP is like probably the biggest thing that we have going on right now. So again, I would recommend going to Jack Levin's Twitter, getting updated. He posted a lot of different stuff yesterday too, while we were having our chat in Spaces. He posted about the beginning, right? This is the beginning, the Transformers. This is how it all started. So if you want to get the beginning of AI, go to his Twitter. You can see no one liked it because no one cares. So if you want to, again, be part of the cutting edge, you're gonna need to get into this. If not, whatever, just mint Zen and chill. Oh, no, the live stream froze. Oh, I wonder what happened. It says I have excellent connection now. I'm not too sure. But yeah, man, make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. And let me switch it up. Stop the stream. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm gonna turn on this music and I'm gonna get up out of here. But yo, have a good rest of your Tuesday. Oh, I didn't even say it's July 25th, 2023. It's Tuesday. We'll be back here tomorrow chatting it up. Shout outs McDingo for being in here. Shout outs Tribe or Web3 Tribe for talking while we doing it. Shout outs Doucheland for always trying to involve new players into the space. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for always trying to get somebody involved, man. It really hits home there. Shout out to Tree City West. Go check out his videos because he teach you how to build that X1. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Astronaut. Astronaut is that's my beat tagline. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Future, please fall in love with me. But yeah, man, y'all have a good rest of y'all Tuesday. Peace out, y'all. Peace.